Hello everyone, my name is Laeticia Sevin and welcome back to the International Opportunities podcast. This series will give you a brilliant insight into students' first-hand experiences going overseas with their degree, whether that be for a work or study placement. From Fiji to Zanzibar and Canada to the US, our students have taken the most amazing opportunities to study overseas, and we want to showcase that to all of you. If you're looking to complete an international opportunity overseas or at the University of Salford, then this series will definitely be helpful for you. In this special episode, I'll be speaking with music management student Julia, who came for a placement at the University of Salford from the Netherlands. Can you please introduce yourself and what university you're from?
Well, my name is Julia. I'm 22 years old and I currently live in the Netherlands. I am planning to move to the UK this summer permanently, hopefully. And I'm currently still at my university in Haarlem, at InHolland. It's my last year, so I'm hopefully graduating this July. Still very nervous, so I have to do a lot of things. And currently I'm working at a vegan restaurant in my town.
Oh, lovely. And what made you decide to come and study in the UK?
Well, specifically, I wanted to look for something related to music management, and I already knew that the music industry is way bigger in the UK than it is here in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's pretty big here, but just not where I want to focus on. And I kind of already like always was interested in going to the UK. Just I don't know, I found it a fascinating country, and I can speak the language, so that's also in my favor. So I
Amazing,
didn't need to,
definitely.
yeah, and didn't need to learn another language. So yeah.
Were you the only person from your university that came over?
There were two, I think, me and another student, but she went in a different semester and she went to Southampton and not to Manchester. So those were our options. So yeah, I was the only one coming to Manchester.
So you're traveling solo. Was this your first
Yeah.
time doing that?
Um, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was kind of scary, but I was just really optimistic and really excited because I had an internship before I did my study abroad, and it was just horrible. I completed it, but the company wasn't that great, so I just
Right.
wanted to have a fresh start, and I was just really excited to come here. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, can you tell us about your course at your home institution in Holland and how this was like transferred to Salford?
Well, I remember it being very m- my course is very practical orientated, practically. So we did a lot of big projects and worked with a lot of companies. So I set up events for companies. I made marketing campaigns for travel agencies. So more like actual things. And that kind of uh, it was a big difference with Salford because that was more like just writing essays and writing exams for example. But I really liked it because it just gave me a different perspective on the same industry kind of. And at my home university, I also did a semester about developing an artist career. So that was kind of my only insight on the like music industry that I had. So I was a bit nervous about coming to Salford just because I had no idea what I was getting into. Like
It's got a
what
rich music history here, though, hasn't it, in
yeah,
Salford?
yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
So I was mainly just really excited to just learn all about it. And I learned
Yeah.
a lot of like information that I can actually use and that I'm really passionate about.
Right. And they've got great facilities on the music course at Salford as well, haven't they? They've got quite a lot of
Yeah.
studios.
Yeah, and I think a little bit towards the end of my study abroad, we also got to have some time in the studios as well,
Oh,
just to
bro.
like explore and hear the sounds and all the different technical things.
So cool.
Yeah.
Now, how did you feel when you first arrived in Manchester?
First of all, very excited.
Yeah.
Just yeah, really excited. Almost not nervous at all. Obviously
Really?
kind of nervous to like move in because I still live with my parents.
Mhm.
So it's also a big step, just like moving away from home. But I was just mainly just really excited, and I like clearly remember just being very welcomed here. And especially because on the first day I arrived, I immediately had a meeting with all the other study abroad students, led by Liam, who was kind of our
Yeah.
advisor throughout the whole process. And that's where I kind of met all of my friends that I made during my study abroad, and we became one big group, one big family, basically. And we did
So,
everything together for 5 months. So
so
yeah.
are they all international students as well?
Yeah, we were basically our friend group was 12 people in total.
Oh, wow.
But nine of them were from America.
No
Which
way.
yeah, I was like, oh, there's another one, there's another one. And then it was me, and then a girl from Spain and a girl from Finland. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah.
that's really cool. And now, did you face any challenges in the preparation stages, for example, with visas, accommodation, or finances?
Well, not really actually, because I stayed there for less than 6 months, I didn't really have any problem with getting a visa because I didn't really need one. And the only thing that was kind of unknown or uncertain was like the dates of when I needed to come there, like a week before or that kind of stuff. But other than that, I got a lot of help from Salford and from where I like booked my accommodation at the campus living village,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm.
So yeah, it was all pretty like clear to me.
Sounds like you had it pretty smooth sailing. That's nice.
Yeah.
Now, what were your expectations of living in the UK and how did this compare to the actual experience?
Well, first of all, I think the bad weather, but I have that in common. Like my country has that in common with the UK. So that wasn't a big like surprise. But it was a big surprise that it was actually kind of quite nice last year. But other than that, I was expecting the university work to be a little bit more difficult, maybe, because in the Netherlands you kind of have three levels of university. So you have university, then you have something called HBO, HBO, and then you have MBO, which is the lower level, and I had the like middle level. I do that here. So I was expecting university to be a little bit more difficult for me. But I didn't really have a lot of problems with that. Um, and I didn't really have a lot of expectations as well as I went into the whole thing. And I'm really glad I just went into it without any expectations because
That's the best thing
then it
to
can
do.
only become better. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
most students say on the podcast. They say, I went in without any expectations, and then they're always exceeded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, what was something unique about studying in the UK that you didn't experience back in the Netherlands?
Um, wrote something down. Well, I think for like my course related to my course, I think I had a lot more freedom in what I could write at Salford. Because we have like here we have a lot of rules and things we have to like include in our papers, and it's also more we have to write more research papers and like marketing campaigns, like bigger things. Um, and I think what interested me was the whole campus living experience, because that's not really a big thing here. We do have a lot of like student accommodations in like in and around Amsterdam or in other big cities with universities. But the like campus culture is really different here to compared to Salford. Yeah.
That's great. So, most people will stay a bit away from the campus in student accommodation there.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and
cool.
and I now still live at my parents' house, but I have to travel like almost an hour and a half to go to university. But it's just way too expensive to live in that area, and like I'm happy to commute.
How
So
did you find the accommodation in Manchester if you're not kind of used to that?
it was an experience. But I also kind of went into it without any expectations, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just see. And I lived in at the John Lester and Annie Coleman
Right.
buildings, but and a lot of my friends live there as well, so that kind of made it better.
Nice.
But compared to my friends' is like rooms and roommates, I had it pretty good.
Good.
Like I had a clean kitchen and
Oh,
everything,
that's
and yeah,
that's
and I had nice
great.
roommates, so yeah,
Good.
I didn't really have anything to complain. And it was close to the university, which I really liked. Like I could just walk to uni every day, so yeah.
It's just the risk you take with student accommodation. I think it's like that
Yeah.
everywhere. Like you
Yeah,
just have to.
one of our friends lived in a student accommodation in the city center on Oxford Road. So we basically went to hers every like weekend to just hang out and then go out and stuff. So yeah.
That's good. Now, what would you say has been your proudest academic achievement from the program?
Um, I think the two essays I had to write, because I remember being just very passionate about it. It was a bit difficult because I had to do a lot in the last like few days.
Yeah.
So a lot of library days and nights. But I loved writing them. And I loved like looking up books and literature about it. And one essay I wrote about self-releasing artists and how like management can lead to like more success. And the other one was about marketing and how marketeers use like upcoming artists to influence their brands. And I was really passionate about the two of them, and I got kind of good grades. So yeah.
Brilliant. Now, can you take us through a typical day in your study program? So, what did your daily schedule look like?
I think because I only had 3 days in the week of like classes, I had a lot of free time. But one of the most like typical days was like a Tuesday where I had uni in the morning and then hang out with my friends in the library, did some work, and me and two other friends of mine had a gym membership, and it was basically next to our accommodation, so that was nice.
Nice.
So we went there and then maybe dinner at home. And then we probably hang out with all the girls either at the accommodation at someone's place, or we went into town or went for a few drinks, something like that.
Yes. Yeah, the pictures you sent me were really cool. You look like you
Yeah,
had the best time
it
with your
was
friends.
yeah, it was difficult to choose because I took so
Yeah.
many pictures, but yeah, I just love them all.
Oh, honestly, it looked like a lovely group of friends. I wish I was there. It looked so much fun.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say was your favorite part about living in the UK? If you had to say one thing.
I think the friends I made there.
Mhm.
But I also met my current girlfriend while I lived
Yeah.
there. And we're tomorrow we are gonna celebrate our 1 year anniversary. So tomorrow
Oh,
in
congrats.
Manchester, so that's nice.
No way.
So yeah, basically friends and my girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love hearing romance stories on study
Yeah.
abroad. It makes me so
Yeah,
happy.
yeah, and she's from the UK, so
Oh, is
she
she?
lives in Manchester and goes to university in Manchester too. I think it's the MMU. Um, and she is from Cornwall, but she is studying in Manchester. So
Cornwall's lovely as well, so you
yeah,
better get down to
it's
Cornwall.
yeah, I've never been there
Have you
before
not?
last summer. So last summer I went there. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice, isn't it? I
Yeah.
used to go like every summer with my family. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's so nice. So you
Thank
coming
you.
back to Manchester tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly over there tonight actually. So
No
yeah.
way. You really loved the UK, didn't you?
Yeah, I really do. Yeah. We see each other like every 3 weeks now. So we
Oh,
just
wow.
fly back and forth.
It's
So
not
yeah.
expensive though. To go to Amsterdam from
No.
the Netherlands, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a lot of luck with that.
Oh, you're living your best lives.
Yeah.
So tell me about, because you said that you're moving to the UK. Tell me about that. How did that decision come along?
So I already I don't know, always wanted to move to the UK at some point. My girlfriend just kind of moved things quicker, but
Yeah, she gave you the
um,
motivation to get
yeah.
here now.
And yeah, like I think last like autumn we talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I just really want to just move there and basically start my career there, hopefully in music management. But it's been a bit rough to like get a visa and that kind of stuff because I still don't have a visa, because I need like a worker, skilled worker visa. But I still don't have a job there, which is a bit hard because it's just really hard to find a job. So my plan is basically to move there without a visa and then just like actively look for jobs.
Yeah.
Because I just really want to start my career there. Yeah, hopefully in music or uh, media marketing,
Mm.
anything related to that.
I'll keep my eyes
So
peeled for any jobs. I'll let you know.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna ask you like if you heard anything or even at Salford like an international opportunity or something like
Yeah,
that.
I know that we look for volunteers a lot, but we'll
Mm,
see if we've got any ambassador roles or anything. I'll have a chat with my
yeah,
manager, but there'll definitely be an opportunity. Like I think Manchester's one of those places you've really got to get out there, make connections,
yeah,
speak to people, and
yeah,
get your face out there. Which the fact that you've come and done a study abroad exchange as well, like really is your unique selling point too.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
think you won't struggle getting a job in Manchester. Just
yeah.
gotta persistence is key
Just
here.
get
Like
out
you
there.
just
Yeah, it's just a
yeah,
lot harder to do it from here, obviously.
yeah. Be
So
easier
yeah,
when you're here, definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Now, how did you balance studying and exploring? Because on your pictures, you look like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of my friends from here, like asked me multiple times, like, "Did you even study?" I was like, "I did, but
Did a
not a lot."
promise.
But yeah, like as I said, I had like three half days of uni each week, and some like weeks or weekends off. So I basically like around April and May, I spent a lot of my time in the library to just finish it all. But that meant I didn't really do a lot in like March and February and January. But I still went to all my classes.
Attendance
But
was still
yeah,
there.
I think I was because I also didn't have a job there. So I could basically just yeah spend all of my free time with my friends. But that also meant I had to kind of look out for spending too much money. But
Yeah. Oh, it's expensive here, isn't it? That's
it
one
is,
thing
yeah.
here.
Yeah, and especially if you're just with like friends you just met and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I think also because I didn't think it was too difficult, like my course there, I could um I didn't have to like spend extra time on
Yeah.
other stuff like besides going to the classes and some library days. So that was nice as well. Because some of my friends had like days where they really struggled and like really needed to do extra work and stuff. So I just had luck with that, I think. And yeah, just I just enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah.
We went out basically every weekend. After I think we met each other. Well, we met each other on that first day, and then I think 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, we went to London for a weekend. So it almost very quickly. But we just did a lot of like day trips. Went to
Yeah.
Liverpool, went to York, and with one of my friends, the one from Spain, I did like a sort of a road trip to the through the UK, like around the like Easter holidays. Um, so we took the train and we went to Bath and Bristol and Oxford and kind of did like a circle. So that was really fun. So that like that way we could see a lot of other places as well.
It's great because when you put with other international students, you all want to explore and get out. So it's
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
fun because I went to Canada in my second year and we literally, the first week we all met and straight away we were all going everywhere together and doing
yeah,
everything because you want to make the most of being there.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How has this exchange shaped you both academically and personally?
I think um like on an academic level, I learned a lot and like actual things I wanted to learn, and it made me more passionate about well everything like included in like the music industry. So it just yeah it gave me more. passion and more motivation to like work on my career and that kind of stuff because I just saw how I don't know how interested it all is. And it definitely also, this whole experience definitely improved my social skills a lot. I was already pretty like outgoing, but I always like struggle with like making new friends and like talking a lot like on the first day of meeting people, but it was really easy this time. And I think I just learned to be like more free or to just live more freely, if that makes sense. And yeah, just like take it day by day and just see where it goes, kind of going with the flow.
Excellent. A bit more spontaneous and going with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flow.
definitely. Yeah.
Now, what skills did you develop that you'll carry with you into your career?
Um, I think language-wise, I think my language is like my English has really improved since then. I did develop a kind of an American accent due to my American friends there, so I'm trying to get rid of that.
Watch some Bridgerton or something.
Yeah, exactly. And my girlfriend really makes me like say more British stuff now, so that's good.
Getting you out the American
Yeah.
cycle.
Well, and my social skills, as I said before, I think I just gain a lot of experience with like exploring new places, exploring new things, just like, yeah, like that. And I think also a skill that I how do you say that got from it was to be less afraid of things, to just do it or like just talk with people, like what's the worst that can happen, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Definitely, just got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Now, a quick one before I do the final question. If you could recommend anywhere for a night out in Manchester, where would you recommend?
Ooh, I think yes,
Yes, but
or yeah, or no, I think well, it's called something different now, but I think on the like during the last month I was there around like May and June, we went to Blockbusters, but it's now called
yeah, it's
Rewind or
gone now. It's
something.
changed to something. Yeah, and that's in
Yeah.
Northern
So
Quarter, isn't it?
yeah. So
Mm,
I don't know if it's still nice, but honestly, just the whole Northern Quarter and Yes Bar. But I just uh, absolutely loved Northern Quarter.
I
And on a
completely agree
sunny
with you on that.
day, yeah, on a sunny day, just out on the terraces. Yeah.
So nice, isn't it? They open the whole
Yeah.
of Stevenson Square up. Everybody sits
Yeah.
out. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, for the final question, if you could use one word to sum up your time in the UK, what would it be?
I really had to think about this question, and I still don't know. But I think I'm just gonna give three words because I honestly don't know.
Do
I think
it.
definitely the development is one of them. Loved and happy.
Amazing. Oh, it sounds like you had such a fantastic time.
Yeah, I really had. I really had.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your insight into
Of
everything. And
course.
it's been lovely speaking with you.
Of course. Yeah, it was really nice just reliving this moment a little bit.
Yay, reminiscing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Yulia for joining us on the International Opportunities podcast, and thank you for sharing your insights into your placement at the University of Salford. If you listeners want to hear more about opportunities to go overseas for work or study placements, or if you want to come and complete a placement at Salford University, then you can visit our page on the University of Salford website, which is www.salford.ac.uk/international-opportunities. If you'd like to ask questions to our students featuring on the podcast and have those questions answered in the next episode, then you can send those over to salford-iot@salford.ac.uk. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube account to be notified about exciting upcoming episodes. We'll see you next time.